Yeah, this is that confidence in Yopaj where they're like, we're gonna give you this rough lane again. Like we know you just kind of like ate ass for like 20 minutes, but like now, do it again, perform again, hit that 50k damage, do your thing. Beastmaster now has an absolutely amazing lane. He should have a good time, I think. It's kind of sad because like Beastmaster struggles a little bit when both the carry and the support are able to deal with the boars. So Bane can. Like Bane can click the boars and then like brain zap them, but Wraith King can't really do anything to help. Like a PA with a dagger, for example. Like PAs are one of those carries that people really like to pick into Beastmaster.
So clearly they're getting rid of things like the anti-mage because they want the mana burn. The PL is still in the pool, which again, lots of different units. It's going to be pretty effective here as well as the mana burn itself. They get rid of the Darkseer on Boom, which leads me to believe it's more likely to be one of these melee cores as opposed to a range. But at the moment, TNC, their backline catch isn't the greatest right now. So even something ranged like Tino loves the sniper. It's not a horrible sniper game as well.
Yeah.
We'll see what the bans are, just to see what the mindset is like, right? Because, TNC, they're going to reveal their hand first before before Boom does, at least with this last pick overall, which is most likely going to be their offlane. So let's have a bit of a think of, what they might be looking to go for. Is it going to be a Night Stalker, that provides that extra layer of vision that you might need to be able to catch out the Lion to make sure that the Beastmaster doesn't have that vision advantage over you because of having the Hawk?
Yeah, it's kind of a shame right now. I think you need something that is okay with summons, or else you risk getting swarmed even harder on the last pick.
There's a lot of boxes they need to check still.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what TNC needs. I would want some more team fight, like something that holds heroes in place for Invoker to use his spells.
So they need
lost fight.
They need backline dive, they need team fight, and they need D-push. In one hero.
I was gonna say one hero.
They've kind of like put themselves into a hole. I'd say they also need damage because whilst Invoker's spells are really, really good at it, Bane doesn't give damage, Nyx doesn't give damage, and Wraith King doesn't really give damage for a long time. Especially when he's playing into a tide. It's sad. I think they've kind of dropped themselves into a little bit of a hole. But
Underlord does two of those things.
Yeah, Underlord honestly actually seems pretty fine. It's not like a lot of damage,
plays it a fair amount as well. I mean, but it's percentage damage, right? Against two strength heroes, which isn't too bad.
It's not too bad at all.
Yeah. It doesn't give them any of that backline dive though. That's the downside. So Wraith King, if they did opt to go that, would need to get a Blink Dagger, and you would like Lion would essentially have a free game. It's like probably going to be a position 5 Lion, but still.
I'm sad they don't have Grimstroke on Boom this game because it would have been a nice Tino Ricky game.
He does love his Ricky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure maybe they've been practicing it without Grimstroke. I know that just like enables Ricky really hard in lane, but it's not like the worst. You have 2 pretty squishy supports and a spellcasting mid that like doesn't. I mean, it suffers pretty hard when you jump in with a Ricky.
I think they're just thinking as hard as us about like what is going to be the thing that ticks all of these boxes because there's nothing left. Like,
what am I picking? Like. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yo, Spirit Breaker got to the last phase, yo.
That's so insane when we see him bend first phase so often.
Yeah. Backline dive, team fight, and I mean a little bit of deep push eventually if you get super farmed. But the issue for mine is, are you going to get to that stage because you're coming up against a Beastmaster that's probably going to want to take like at least 3, maybe 4 of your towers by like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Will Boom look to somewhat try and punish this Spirit Breaker with their last pick, or is it going to be a nice comfort one that they're like, okay, how are we going to perform the best that we can?
I don't think you need to punish it. I think
it's already kind of there with what they have.
Yeah.
Boom have a lot right now. They have the ability to take Roche, push towers, team fight, do damage. They're not. There's not really anything they're like missing. Yeah, they have lockdown. Like, they kind of covered everything, so right now I think it's just going to be...
Maybe high ground is all they're lacking?
No, they have Beastmaster.
Yeah,
just pick a carry that, like, runs the tempo. It's like, I'm assuming Luna's not gone. Luna could be pretty great in this game, I think. Otherwise, like, it'll just be Tino saying, oh yeah, I just want this game. I don't think it really... Like, his hero's not the penultimate, like, you have to win the game on this hero. So I think it's just slotting it into, like, whatever
Luna,
they
PL...
want. Razor's great.
Okay.
How did SP and Razor both get to last phase and I'm like not seeing them?
Sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees,
Yeah, that Razor's a great carry matches the tempo that they're running on Boom right now. I think they. Okay, so last game I said, oh yeah, like yeah, Boom gonna win these or be fine in these 2 lanes. It's gonna go great, and then they got like pooped
Bodied.
on. Yeah. But like I don't know. Genuinely, I do think Boom's lineup is meant to like peak at like
Ooh,
15
it's,
to 20 minutes and just like take over the
A
game.
5 tide as well, not even the Tim's tide. So
Nice.
they've changed that up a little bit as well. I
Yeah.
mean, you're able to get the link off onto a Spirit Breaker when he doesn't have charge, just
Mhm.
gush super early on, can't run away quite as easily. You can do a lot of damage in that laning phase. Last game I was really impressed by TNC's draft. This time around, Boom have won the draft easily.
Yeah, mid probably gonna go a bit hard again, but
Yeah.
Beastmaster's gonna destroy top lane and then it should like connect to mid and then make that game a little bit easier for Yopaj and then they just go from there.
We'll see if Boom are able to have a more convincing win in this game number 2, as GoDz and Xyclopz are going to bring you all the action.
Thank you very much to the panel. Wow, I believe that this one is going to be exciting game for sure, GoDz. Second one.
Yeah. We had a great game 1. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people would have expected this to be a 2-0 for Boom and not be very close. Even if this is a 2-0, TNC have a lot to be proud of.
Yes. And I like what the panel said. I kind of like the lineup of the Boom Esports on this one. I feel like it's pretty balanced, even though I'm not a fan of playing a Tide Hunter support, but it seems like they got every aspect to do all the objectives in the game to win. So this one, hopefully, Team TNC can come up and step up that game and maybe go to game 3.
And with how entertaining game 1 was, I think most people would be happy with a game 3, but other than perhaps Boom, but we're going to see how well this support Tide can work. Definitely not a hero like when you pick it initially, you're thinking we're going to play it support. You're always leaving that flexibility open, and when you can get a Beastmaster in a game where Beastmaster isn't countered, you feel really good about that.
Yes. A free Beastmaster, a free man. All right.
Yeah, well,
This is a 5-man smoking from the Boom Esports. I'm not sure what's the objective.
Yeah.
Maybe just trying to waiting at a triangle, waiting for TNC to just come back and get the Barrier Rune and just.
by the way, take a look at Xiao Yu's items. 4 gold. This is like something like Dota 1 pub players used to do who were like really bad, and now it's just like a meta
Yeah.
build.
Yeah, that's actually my starting items when I started Dota like 13 years ago. It's not bad. Look at him. Look at him.
He's
Right. Yeah, he's tanky at least.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, just more strength. It used to be. We started seeing a lot of these offlaners, less so the carries. A lot of it's been like get 3 gauntlets plus a quelling blade, and he's like, "No, I got enough damage. I
Next
don't need the
level,
quelling
man.
blade."
Let's make it 4. Maximum.
I mean, with the base regen, he's got good base regen. He has 5
Oh,
HP
yeah.
regen per second. Like, it's like he's already chewing a tango, permanent tango.
That's actually not bad. I'm gonna try some. All right, let's take a look at you. Let's see. It seems like the opponent trying to test on him right now. Hey, you got 4 gauntlets? We'll see.
So that's going to be one lane to keep track of as he goes for Vash first. Down bottom, you've got Lion with the Beastmaster. Bane, one of the very good laning supports, but with a Boar here, maybe Boom can contest this lane.
First pick, Nyx Assassin is going to play a big role in this one for sure for Team TNC. It
Yeah.
seems like they put all the hopes on the roaming of Nyx Assassin. To see. I mean, they for Boom Esports, the warding game is very important for them. Either Observe Wards and also Sentry, because the got to deal with Chao Yu as a core Barathon. Quite dangerous.
Yeah, wards are going to need a lot of sentry wards to stop the Nyx from just ganking them wherever they go. So we'll see how that works for them. But to me, the Nyx pick is like they're just fed up with Yopaj and his Ember. What happened after what happened last game? They're just like, let's get all the Ember counters. Like Invoker can do well against him in lane, but then they want heroes that do well against him later on in the game as well in terms of having.
Yeah, let's go normal on
stuns.
this guy. Yeah, spike carapace and hope that all the problem will be gone.
Yeah.
But
hard.
do you are you expect to see the passive early game or just fighting right from the start?
I think pretty passive, these lanes. There might be some of these. I mean, they're going to be trading a lot of harass in the side lanes. So there's potential for kills always, but more likely it's going to be passive. Early gank mid, though. Play hard.
Yeah. Wow, and Yopa didn't even expect that. That was almost the first blood.
The creeps came in to help him there. That tanked, I think, a lot of the Sunstrike damage. So interestingly, Invoker, yeah, going for the Exort build. No Quas Wex this game. I wonder what the idea is with the Exort. There's a lot of stuns. Every hero on his team has a stun to set up Sunstrikes.
I think one interesting point of panel we're talking about is the they kind of worry if TNC gonna have enough damage in the early game to just kill someone.
Yeah, definitely. I guess maybe the answer to that is let's go Exor Invoker. Because yeah, if it was Quaswex Invoker and your Wraith King's farming, Spirit Breaker is not an offlaner who does a lot of damage. So I think Exor Invoker is their way to make up for their lack of damage. It's definitely, you know, I feel like it's the high risk build, but against a team like Boom Esports, maybe that's what you got to do. Go for something a little non-standard to catch them by surprise.
Yeah, my mom always say if you are the underdog, just playing something out of the box.
Yep.
Well, Chao Yu seems I need to just teleport out of the box. He knows that he's not gonna make it.
Yeah, his lane's tough. Only 5 last hits. This Razor last pick is causing him a lot of problems.
Ooh, nice dodge by your part. That was a little bit too predictable, the way that he plays the Sunstrike for your way.
Yeah, that was the only way he was going to die there. But Yowie looking for those 4-minute runes. Would like to stop Yopaj from getting one, but Skem is there. Here comes Play Hard as well.
Seems to be the first big fight in this game. Started off at the river, 2v2. Skem as the... Oh, nice dodge by Yopaj.
Yeah.
Fancy.
They block both runes from Yopaj. With this empty bottle, he's probably asking his teammates, like, you know, he's wondering if anyone can TP in to refill it, but instead he's going to have to salve up. Nice play from TNC. Just all their supports. Usually it's not till 6 minutes when the power rune comes, but 4 minutes in, they're coming and getting all the runes.
Especially for Febby, when he played Bane, that he gained some level very well. The Bane would be very strong with all the saps and stuff.
Yep. So
Alright.
Yopaj on the Ember, not losing his lane. And top lane, they're going aggressive.
Yeah, against that Tino. He charged it back actually the second time they drew it. Tino tried to walk away. Won't be enough damage. Yeah. That's a good thing of having a Razor. Razor is a high armor hero and also the pretty okay when it comes to the movement speed. So that would be quite hard to take him down.
Yeah, definitely something helpful to have against a hero like Spirit Breaker. You want to keep your distance. And Zhao Yu not getting too much more. Line rotating around mid. I think we'll see TNC similar to last time bring their support. It's 6 minutes. Every time there's a rune, they want Yopaj to not get it.
Yeah, the rune control is very important indeed. If you got some good runes, probably once he touches level 6, we might get to see like left and right ganking from there.
Yeah.
Because there's no point in staying in the lane against that Invoker instead of just, you know, especially when you have a Searing Chain.
Yep. Here comes Febby to secure the 6-minute rune. Gets scattered by a ward, but I imagine Yopaj just goes for his bounty rune. Like, this is where you may just want to play it safe and ignore it. Or he goes for the Sleight of Fist to get the rune. Ah, it's denied. Neither team going to get the rune. There we go. So Ember does get the refill, just a bounty rune. It's always these like little games of cat and mouse in the early game for mid laners when it comes to runes.
Hey, have I tell you a story? Have I ever tell you a story about my friend that he is playing the Ember Spirit Heroes in a high rank, maybe 7k MMR or something like that, and I was at his house and watching him play live, you know, and I see his finger. God damn, the guy is just like a pianist. I can't even see what. Wow, you know, there's so many buttons to be pressed as the Ember Spirit. And I always wanted to play this hero, so I decided to buy some ID. I bought an ID, which is 1 MMR. You never saw that, right? Okay. Oh, wait! Some kill going on?
Got the Sunstrike, yeah.
Yeah,
Yopaz
sorry
goes
about the
down.
storytelling, man. Yeah.
So you got this one MMR account.
Yeah. And then I started to play Ember Spirits over there.
I hope
And
you
it's
weren't
just-
losing in one MMR.
You cannot lose. But hey, right now they're gonna get another kill in the middle of the game. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to finish the story later.
Okay.
But let's take a look at the game. It seems like it's getting heated up.
They get the kill on Yopaz, the first blood with the Sunstrike, and their action continues. I mean, with all the set, like a Nightmare setup, you've got a Nyx setup. Nyx, like you mentioned the Nyx in the mid game, his ganking. He can just, usually Nyx, you need teammates to come with you to gank, but with a Sunstrike, you can do it by yourself.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's another game that TNC started quite well. All the cores, they're farming pretty okay. The leading network right now is Invoker, especially for Invoker. The one solo kill on Yopaj. Once again, the Yopaj got a solo kill by Your Way. But hey, let's take a look at his 2v2 fight first. Your Way setting up the ice wall, but this one is going to be Yopaj kill, and that's not looking good, man.
Yeah. That was a much harder kill than it looked. He basically uses his Fire Room to stop Febby using Brain Sap. If he gets Brain Sap off there, maybe they turn it, but they did a really good job of not giving him a target to use Brain Sap on.
Man, 2 games in a row playing Invoker and also the Ember Spirit. These two players must be so confident with their hero.
Yeah.
Yopaj.
Master tier for Yoei.
Yeah, on top.
Charge up
They are
top.
aiming for the T now. Yeah. and
They got the
maybe just
Sunstrike, yep.
Put him down asleep. A great combo. Nightmare, Sunstrike, and then follow up with an Impel. Good one.
Really nicely done.
That is
Here's the bottom.
actually...
Is he gonna die? No. Oh, he got very low. Those skeletons.
Yeah, being chased out by Skeleton and getting killed by that is so painful. It's just like slowly dying, and you just start asking yourself, why don't these skeletons start to disappear? Are you gonna stay there like forever, or do we just have to attack it?
And you kill them, they're coming back. You're like, really? You're gonna kill you twice?
Yeah.
Like, come on. But yeah, this game starting well. Febby's done a good job with de-warding too. I've seen him de-ward back-to-back observer wards on these cliffs, so Boom don't have much vision right now to play around. Another Nightmare. Is there a
Last
Sunstrike?
game, TNC is roaming up to the top lane, and this is actually going to be the first time that Boom players rotate to the top. The support's already down. Slide of Fist comes out already from the other side of the forest. Yopaj now, it's time to chase. Yopaj running out of HP and mana. Febby getting slashed down, and Earthspike comes in. That might be 2 kills for Yopaj. Oh, Young God, my mistake. Young God gonna come back in a second life. Yopaj got that Meteor, but not gonna be his teammate. His teammate died in a Meteor. It seems to be a 1-5 for Team PNC this time.
Yeah, they killed a Razor. That's the big kill. Great rotation from Yoei, using that Tornado into Chaos Meteor combo with the Wraith King stun. And, you know, it's a long cooldown. 200 seconds without reincarnation, but that's a good use out of your first reincarnation. They use it to, you know, survive a gank and turn around and kill a Razor. So we're going to have to see Young God play very... He doesn't want to die while it's down. He needs to farm perhaps safer than he is now. I don't like how far up he's playing. He's actually being rotated on.
Yeah.
Looks like he'll get out of this one, but yeah, he needs to play it safe, but yeah, TNC are happy.
But after all this time, the Beastmaster is farming non-stop at the bottom lane and already got the bottom tier 1 tower on the way to the aim of the Underlord. Man, once the FVC getting fat, it would be hard to stop him. And once he regroups with the teammates, it will be super strong. Skim gonna get 6, get a Ravage, and don't forget that Team Boom Esports got 2 Ravages in the team. Got 1 big Ravage and a mini Ravage from the Earthspike.
Yeah, we'll see how they fight into those stuns. They're going to need some BKBs, it feels like, on Invoker as well as Spirit Breaker most likely, although not items they necessarily want to go too early on. Invoker's getting some good farming up a jungle stack, still top of the net worth. While Wraith King kind of struggling to find somewhere to farm. He didn't have the triangle to farm because Yoei was there, but he's found himself a new home in the neutrals, but Got to imagine, Boom, they see him with this ward, so they may be just hunting him down because of that reincarnation cooldown if he's not careful.
Yeah, he just used it. Cooldown in level 1 is just
here they come.
so long now. Here we go. Boom to the higher ground. Fire Remnant in the nose at no reincarnations. Dropping quite low for the HP. The Finger of Death finished off that young god. That is Sports 1. That's a big kill. Impale comes out from play hard, but I don't think it would be able to stop the marching forward of Team Boom. Another Earth Spike from the higher ground. A Ravage just coming in just in time. Ravage and Yopaz is on a killing spree. This is going to dive in. It doesn't matter. Tier 2, Tier 3. We are stronger. And let's go into the tree line. The player hard hanging around. Oh my goodness, he will be found.
Yep, another sentry. Well, they see him again. Is it Carapace? Can he get out of the sentry? Okay, he's away. He's trying to burn him down, but
maybe. Oh.
doesn't hit invis, unfortunately.
Okay.
But yeah, the flame guard could have, but that would be damn near impossible to do. But here they come. They want to get some revenge kills. Looking for a Sunstrike is Yoe. He's trying to hit this Tidehunter maybe. Tim's is just hugging. You can see Tim's standing on top of the Tidehunter to stop a Sunstrike.
Yeah, sharing damage.
Yeah.
And best friend ever. I wish I could have that kind of friend taking damage with you. Okay. It feels like the fact that they're losing the bottom tier 2 towers too fast is going to affect a lot to the game. They're going to run out of space to farm and being forced to farm on the top half of the map, which is not safe.
Losing your outpost this early can be pretty painful as well.
Like Remnant saying, lock it down too, and then follow up in another spike. That is a perfect timing combination between the two. But it looks like, well, the first one who falls down is actually Tim. But it doesn't matter because he has an assist for the core. Yopaj got 1 kill and he's just gonna get away. Seems to be a perfect. Oh no! Yopaj hit the cliff! And he will be brought back by Chao Yu. That's actually gonna be the first time Yopaj down this one.
Oh, wow. It looked like the Remnant was on the low ground, but apparently it was right on the edge, and he got pushed back to the high ground when he went to it. So, important kill for TNC to get.
I mean, the visual of the Remnant is already low ground, but when you actually Remnant over it, it puts back to the high ground. Oh my god.
Caught everyone by surprise. If he went low ground, I think he lives there. Chasing him would have been very dangerous into the tier 2 tower there.
Yeah.
So TNC gonna be happy with the outcome there. They're even on gold, but they have the gold in the right places. The Wraith King and Invoker, the 2 most important heroes, both getting some really good farm here.
Boom Esports, just like they replied in the interview that team say that they can play slow, they can play fast, and this one they're gonna play super fast with a lot of pressures in, and now skin release some Ravage. It seems to be a good setup for the rest of Team Boom Esports. A lot of damage flying in. Yopaj decided, hey, are we gonna go in? It seems like not fooling, going ahead, but Tino is here as well. Plasma fields and stuff. They know that Red King is going to come back after reincarnation. They send in some Earth Spike. Now they kill that young god. Young god, the one that being the most tanker hero in the game, gone down so fast. They didn't even care about the Meteor Tower. They're just going to dive in.
And importantly, Boom is just not giving this Invoker any good Sunstrike targets. They're just staying back. Like, nobody commits to kill the Wraith King. They just poke him from range, throw out Earth Spike, throw out a Plasma Field. It's all this range damage. Just slide a fist spam. Nobody is committing their bodies. Because as soon as they do, it's going to be a Tornado Meteor or a Tornado into Sunstrike. So they understand the strength of this Exort Invoker in the early game, and they're just playing very safely around it.
Okay. Man, the knowing the limit of the heroes are so important in the Dota 2. Both enemies and also ourselves. And I speak something like Zen here. Okay. Slide of Fist, dodging some spells, sending in some Wild Axe, almost kill the support. What's hit by the truck? Chao Yu is here. You are under arrest, Tims, for being a lion. And right now, Chao Yu, it seems like he just needs to leave the scene. The criminals are too many. No, that's not looking good. The policeman is down. Chao Yu is out.
He gets overwhelmed by the pride.
Yeah.
As Tim's, the lion, is going to
Yes.
set up for a tier 1 mid-tower push here. He stayed alive. No bashes. That was the Spirit Breaker just like crossing his fingers, praying to RNGesus, but didn't get a single bash after the charge.
I hate all the RNG heroes. I feel like when I pick all the RNG heroes, I pick the lazy one. I play act, never spin.
Yeah, they gotta
While
work
the other
harder.
guy just spin is like a goddamn helicopter. Not me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we
you go.
go. It's dropping down some sunstrike.
Oh, they
Oh,
dodged the
man.
sunstrike. So nice.
Double damage. You're not gonna run
Turn
from
and
your
grip,
part double damage, man.
Febby.
That's crazy. Hey, I
Can they
still
get the
wonder
light?
why they still want to commit. They know that your part is on a very strong, but maybe they know that there's no ravage.
Yopaj
Man,
has no
this is
remnants
a-
for 2 seconds. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, got a ravage already. I think they're trying to find some perfect spot
Yeah.
to do the ravage. That's what I'm talking about. And the plasma will come in. It's a surprise, bro. Trap card activated, Yuki. Oh no, slashing it down. It's 3 down for Team TNC. That's not looking good, man.
No. They're just getting baited in. Boomer just kind of out, like thinking, a couple steps ahead of them. They see what TNC's trying to do with the Nightmare into Sunstrike. The Tide toggled the Nightmare right as the Sunstrike came in, so he got the invulnerability and dodged it. Then he sets up a perfect Ravage to get a couple of kills, including the big one on the Wraith King, who's now number 5 on net worth. He's struggling on farm.
I'm kind of interested on what the panel said during the draft that Team TNC are kind of lack. One thing that TNC are kind of lack is the backline catch. Well, that might reply with the Barathon, but in this game, Barathon is also quite risky because you gotta deal with the Lion team's Lion.
Yep. It's hard to charge when there's Earth Spike. Even the Ember can maybe catch you with the Searing Chains.
All right, here we go. That's another fight. It seems like they're fighting constantly right now, which is kind of surprise for us as an observer. We thought that this one is going to be a passive game.
Yeah, Yopaj is right. And with BKBs, I don't think TNC want to fight anymore. I think they want to play the farm game. They don't really have good ways to deal with Razor as well as Ember, both having BKBs.
Well, I think they still got chance in the red game. You think for the Red Kings and stuff? I mean, but
I agree.
even though it's not a good early game for the Red King, but he is the kind of hero that once he becoming a full-grown Red King, late game he just can easily blink in to explode somebody out.
Oh, for sure. And I think Boom know that. They don't want to let Young God just keep on farming it up. If he gets, up to Deso plus Blink, anybody he blinks into stun can maybe just die. You find him
That's
mid.
why
Young God.
they're trying to harass
trying
Young
to-
God all the time. It doesn't matter if he has the second life. We just want to make sure that he's not going to have a happy time farming, though. Even though he just have to trade with team's life, but they get some life back. We just play hard. Post 4 for post 4 seems to be good for them.
Yeah, and the BKB use. So Ember, that's his 9-second BKB. They'll be okay with this.
All right. Red King now level 12. It seems like everywhere he goes is under the radar of Team Boom Esports. So maybe that's the
Yeah.
reason why they have to dedicate that Febby to just stay behind him all the time. Just make sure when something bad happens.
Yep. They smoke up. They want to go and fight Roshan. They've scouted it out, so they know what's going on. And
Is that a good idea, bro?
we'll find out.
Yeah, okay, they started off with a Red Fire Blast, but Scam release Rabbit seems to be a perfect Rabbit for him. At least get rid of the support, and he will goes out because of the Meteor. He was the only one that was hit by the Meteor and also the Charge of the Darkness. I feel like they spent too much spells on Scam. A little bit too much for him. Turn it to BKB, and that's the reason why Razor is whipping everyone.
Yeah, absolutely destroying them. Tino just ripping them up with the stolen damage in the plasma field. And yeah, it turns out it wasn't a good idea. There's your answer. It looked okay, but then they threw all these spells on a support Tidehunter who got his Ravage off. Like, it's a Tide. You're not going to chain stun him when he's got max Kraken Shell. And he hit 3 heroes in the Ravage. Like, if they only had Wraith King run in and force out that Ravage, and it's like Wraith King alone getting Ravage, maybe it works out, but it was 3 heroes. Then Yopaj follows it up with a 2-hero Searing Chain into Earth Spike. So they just chained all their spells perfectly. Meanwhile, TNC kind of just walked into a meat grinder.
Yeah. Maybe that's the pros of picking a Tidehunter as a support. Cause some confusion. Yeah.
He can just stand in the front and kind of throw away his life. As long as he uses Ravage, you don't mind. If TNC had BKBs there, that goes a whole lot better. I think that fight
Sure.
looks very different with BKBs.
Oh, charging up to the high ground. Seems interesting for Chao Yu. Yes, they're gonna get rid of Yopaj, and now he's out. Main kill streak
Ooh.
ended. He is not invincible. Not yet. Scam gonna be the next one. He doesn't have the rabbit, so yep, additional price for sure.
Nice tornado.
Scam, it's just about the time though. 3v5. Are they gonna commit? That's a mini ravage
They
come
got
out
Tim's
from
low.
that lion with the Earth Spike on 4. And then follow up with a primal roar. Turn the BKB for the Razor. Tino produce a lot of the damage. He's just gonna dive in to the mid tier 2 tower. Where can go Fappy? Plasma fail. That is a plasma fail. It doesn't hit anyone. Your part. Hey, he bought back or something.
Oh, they
he
got the dust
catching
on him.
on him. All right.
Boom. Just having some fun here as they just go charging in, looking for kill after kill. And with Beastmaster, they push damn fast. Helm of the Overlord plus the drums. They're ready to push.
Oh, 5k ahead. It seems like this is kind of worse for the from the worst game for Team TNC. They failed to control the mid game, while in the previous game they controlled the mid game, but a little bit shaky in late game that made them lose. But
Yep.
this one, they need to find their way back. They need to start doing some objective, maybe contesting some Roshan, get some area back so their carries can farm. Because Red King, man, he cannot find any space to farm.
Yep. And he's the one they're kind of throwing in to start these fights, but he's now died 5 times. He's not happy with where this game is going. If he's being used as the bait, he's the one that has to carry late game, so he can't afford to keep dying. It was a nice kill on Yopaj, but that's not enough. And
Catching,
Tim's?
Earth Spike,
Oh.
everything, Finger, that's fast damage output. They get rid of that Yove. No mid laner, so this is gonna be very bad for Team TNC if they wanna commit. So this is a
Yeah.
good spot. Maybe get more tower.
did they go high ground? With the Beastmaster, the Invoker's the hero that makes pushing hard with the
Can
Tornado
they?
and Ice Walls we saw, so
Yeah, I think
they're
so.
considering high ground.
Okay, they have these Rhino, the Angie and Thunder High.
Give some mana.
Yeah. He looks killed though. And now
Yep.
they
Puts the
attack on the
frenzy
mid tier
on.
3. Oh, go in for play hard. Turn on the spike carapace. Looking to stun on someone, but look at that damage from that Tino. This is his prime in his career of the Razor. This is his time.
Yep. And now
Yeah, after
Young doesn't want to fight. He's got no ultimate, so he can't run in as bait anymore when he hasn't got ultimate. So this allows Tino just to take this Rax.
That's a pretty fast first Rax, I would say. Tim's gonna get hit by Baratham. I think Tim's gonna go down, but before he goes down, that was a spike on 2, setting up the kill for
Nice
his
grip.
teammate. That was good before he goes down.
Yopaj is getting
Oh
low.
my dear. Yopaj, however, I think that's not a good dive, by the way. I mean, just focus
Bad?
on the objective, and then everyone. All right.
FBZ, TP out. Ooh, just made it out in the trees.
Okay. This is interesting. Yeah.
Wow, they hold. I mean, kind of hold. They lose their Rax, but these kills add up, and that's a ton of golden XP going TNC's way.
For sure, man.
8,000 experience from that fight. Almost 8,000
Yeah.
gold as well. Oh, sorry, not gold, damage done, but 3k gold swing, so really nice for them. Poor Observer doesn't get a team fight recap. I don't know what's happening there.
I think so. I think maybe he's still on a holiday. Yeah.
Gaben says no.
Well, I still think that was a little bit overcommit for them. You know, they should just focus on barracks and peacefully retreat, coming back once again, push the bottom. But yeah, sometimes it's more like it's not about the kill; it's about sending message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what message do you think they were sending?
I don't know, man. Happy New Year, I guess.
Yeah, friendly message. You know, let's be friends. Let's
Yeah.
not, you know, there's no winners or losers.
Yeah.
Let's have a draw.
4K ahead still for Team Boom Esports. Push bomb lane. Tino is very scary at the moment, and he's on the way to a Lincoln Sphere. Once you turn on the storm, everything is just
He's so strong with this refresher. Having the last fight having double BKB, that's why he was able to run in and kill the Wraith. It didn't work out, but the idea I think was solid, where he commits his first BKB to kill the Wraith King's first life, and then has a second BKB and second ultimate.
Yeah, I still remember back then that I played Razor with a refresher, two ultimates at the same time, and everyone just near me melted down real quick.
When you get with like the Ag Scepter too.
Yeah.
Charge in.
All right. They're trying to go to the high ground. I think they can do on this one. Plasma field. Not seeing. Turn to the BKB to go for play hard. First one disappears, play hard. Next one is going to be who? It's going to be Xiao Yu. And next one is going to be objective. The bottom tier 3 tower need to be taken down by Team Boom Esports as well as the Barracks. They got the Granite Golem as well. Everyone is ready to just attack on the Barracks.
Yep. EMP, they dodge and just go right back in to finish off the Barracks.
Oh, that's quite fast. This is the second Barracks. I think TNC needs to do anything to just stay alive in this series, or they're gonna get sweep 0-2 here. All right.
Second lane of Rax goes down, and Boom, if they want, can maybe wait for this next Roshan. There's a tier 2 tower top, so they can't go for mega creeps. They have to push out the full wave first. Looks like they want to play around the enemy side of the map. They don't want to run away. They want to keep fighting.
Yeah, performing some fake B. Stay at the triangle. It's so good to see Skem and teams playing these 2 heroes together. Teams always multiple target using Earth Spike. So like I said, it's just like a mini Ravage.
And it was cool to see him go for the Yules before even getting Blink. Like, this item is how you deal with Spirit Breaker, because it doesn't care about the status resistance. You always want to have Yules, but here they go, charge in. They want to fight.
Yeah, they're aiming for the core target, which is a Razor. If they lose Tino, I think that might force them to go back. Nice one, Xiao Yu finish him off with a paper. But the Razor, let's go for the second round.
Grip.
Fireman flying in, but hey, Ember Smith got caught in a fiend grip. He trying to do some ninja moves, he just get away from that, but he gonna get chopped down. Your patch out. And they got 2 cores of Team Boom Esports. They still alive in a game for Team TNC.
And they somehow lost nobody.
Yeah.
Another charge. They see the tide.
That's what I love about the marathon. Just charge and, let your heart go. Be brave. That's all.
Yeah, they're diving this.
Kapow! And then it's just going to 3 line. Scam doesn't have the Ravage. All you can do is just turn your back on the enemy. And if you do that, you're gonna get hit all the time. Do not turn your back on the enemy.
Kill after kill.
Yes, this is looking pretty interesting to me.
Oh, and they got the Carapace on Beastmaster. They got 5.
Oh, luckily Boom is still got the mid-tier 2 tower, unless they're gonna lose, probably lose the game.
Yeah, they're down 4 racks, 2 full lanes, and they're diving enemy tier 3 towers for these kills. That's Spirit Breaker. Just always go forward. Doesn't matter how far pushed back you are, you push forward, and Xiao Yu knows it best. Luckily for that, I imagine it was a call, like they probably guessed Ember Yopaj doesn't have, if he has buyback there, they're feeding. But that's what happened last game. They dived after winning a fight, and Yopaj bought back and killed him. But they probably saw he just bought Kaya and Sanj. Yeah, maybe they knew because he just bought Kaya and Sanj, so they're like thinking, okay, he just bought an item. He probably doesn't have buyback.
Oh, that's well calculated, I would say. But hey, that was so close. 5 remnants away, and charging in quite fast. You might see the target. Hey, they got that Yopaj. Can Yopaj run away? Fire Remnant. This is not looking good for Team Boom Esports, to be honest. But the reinforcement is right here. Cavalry has arrived. It's time to go in one more time. It's Team Finger on a play hard, support, kill support. So, won't be a threat much to the game after this.
Yeah, that's a tough one because you have to use the Sunstrike there, as well as the Nether Strike. He has to chain some with charge into Nether Strike, but unfortunately the Nether Strike pushes him out of the Sunstrike.
All right. It's quite weird. If you take a look at the situation of the game, Dire has 2 sets of racks, but they only 5k ahead.
Yeah.
That's weird.
The Spirit Breaker is quite farmed, I guess, is part of it. Yeah, all 3 Radiant Cores have a lot of farm. It's just, they're down racks.
No. Oh. I think if they lose 2 more team fight for Team Boom Esports, that should be it.
Yep. I think Boom is feeling like they got to play a bit more cautiously. They may just
Yeah,
wait for
come on
Roshan here. But we'll see. TNC may smoke up to contest Roshan. They're about to have all 5 heroes alive, but they've got to get there soon, and not sure they will. Roche goes down pretty slowly. Gets scouted by a Sunstrike, though.
Alright, I think they're just gonna smoke out of the Roshan pit.
They know they smoke because of the charge. The charge
Teams.
scouted out the enemy's smoke being used. Oh, but they just go back. I don't think they realize they just went right back into Roche. They're going to kill this Roche too fast. TNC are too far away.
A pretty important Roshan
Yeah,
with the
now
Aegis
they
of
know.
Immortal and also the Aghanim Shard.
Nope. They'll kill Tims. Maybe in the mid lane. It's going to be close. Tims goes down. That's a
Yeah.
nice kill, although they won't steal the gem.
That is sacrifice of teams. However, they're still holding on the new Aghanim Shard and also the Aegis for Team Boom Esports. So they're gonna be safe for 5 more minutes. But what's the point of holding on the Aegis and not doing any objective, right? It's time to push, man. Come on.
Yeah, their lineup doesn't push amazingly well.
Okay, now they're aiming for the Yopaj. I'm not sure if they're holding on the edges. Yes, he's holding on. The edge is being used like real
Nice
quick.
BKB.
Ravage already comes out. I just love the tornado just now to interrupt any charging from the Razor. Tino now cannot find the target. Now he sees it's already Split Breaker need to leave the scene because he can't find the damage. Oh, Young God! Now he's dead. He's gonna be back full HP. Young God decided not to fight, so he's just gonna
Second
need
life
to
there.
wait. Playhard doing a very good double target impale, but he died right after. Here we go for Yopaj. Moving forward. They need to take the top tier 2 tower down first.
So just a Nyx Assassin loss, but they're maybe going to be okay with this having taken the Aegis from Yopaj, so definitely TNC are going to feel like they can defend their high ground here, but
Yeah,
For
taking
TNC.
control of the triangle, yeah.
yeah, TNC just kind of have to sit back and farm and wait because having 2 lanes of racks down means there's just constant creeps pressuring their base.
Yeah. When you lose some racks, you still can look at the world at the bright side. Bro, at least we don't have to go up the base to farm.
The creeps come to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the lazy way of playing Dota. Just sit by your tier 4 towers.
Yep. Well, meet the bright side. Well, but in this game, I don't think going for the bright side would help you win the game. You need to play offensive sometime. That's what I'm talking about. TNC gonna push out the base, trying to find someone over there. But I don't think they can find any. Yep, they
There
can
you
find
go.
Scam. But that's a
Scam.
support. TIE Hunter, keep that in mind. They slash a TIE Hunter down. And maybe they can buy a little more time.
Yep.
Eh? They gotta go
Oh,
for more, really.
charge.
Oh, they gotta
Yeah.
catch a core, I think. FBC gonna be the next target. Tino need to move in to save his teammate.
Nice
And then
carapace.
Tino himself becoming a prime target. Tino down. This is not looking good for Team Boom Esports. No buyback for the Timo. And FBC himself, now he kind of stuck at the dead end, stuck in the Roshan pit and died.
Wow. The play hard Nyx Assassin just catching people with the carapace. Razor, it's like he can BKB there, but he doesn't know he's about to get hit by a carapace. So it looks bad, like, oh, he died without using BKB, but one carapace from Invis into an Impale, you just get no chance to use a BKB. So just really heads up play from TNC to get these kills and play around the enemy BKBs.
But don't you think it's a little bit too late to start perform right now? Team TNC.
You know, they're like better late than never, you know?
Yeah.
They're like the, 40-year-old virgin here. They're like, we're going to get started at some point.
Yeah. Everyone always have the first time. Yeah.
Yep. It's not over yet. Game 1 was the opposite, where they started strong and then had a, boom bounce back. But this time around, they're showing their late game play can work well too.
Oof. Yeah, I think the positioning after this one. I mean, TNC still got a chance to come back, of course. If you take a look, the win probability for TNC is 38%. But in that 38%, you need to make everything correct 100%. There's no room for any more mistake for Team TNC. Every single team fight, they need to just secure it.
I'm not a mathematician, but that sounds correct. Here, these numbers. I did high school in America. You know, they didn't teach us this advanced math.
I failed in calculus. Yeah, I am brave to say that. You know, I have no shame.
Yeah, you made it to calculus, okay? Some of us don't even get to calculus.
Oh no.
It's a good thing, you know, Dota existed for my sake. But here we go.
Yep.
Oh,
I think the next one they need to calculate it a lot. I mean, to win an next team fight, like I said, they need to do everything correct. And
they need to, I think, take advantage. The way they're winning these fights is by stunning the Ember or Razor with the Carapace before they BKB. And the important thing, unlike last game, Boom don't have a way to save these heroes that get caught. Last game around, they had the OD. So anybody who gets stunned or caught, they just save them with the Astral. This time around, you can kill these heroes if they get stunned. Razor has a Linken's, but he won't get a chance to use Linken's or BKB if he gets hit by these AoE stuns.
Man, it seems to be a very hard equation to fix. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
I would say 50% chance for both sides, even though TNC lost to Rex already. But if you guys just tune in, you won't believe what happened in the past 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, down 4 racks, but the gold is even. Not every day you see that.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
And
Normally, at this stage of the game, the advantage team got everything under control. But it looks like not in this game, and the other team is just getting stronger and stronger. Chao Yu at the bottom lane. I mean, if some fight happens, I kind of worry if he would be a bit too far from the fight for Chao Yu. But yeah, I realize he has a charge.
Oh, they've caught. Scam just walks up into enemy land and gets killed. He shouldn't be there.
Good. Yeah,
that's
true.
I think the nice thing Boom has done, they've given Yopaj the gem on Ember now, so he knows when the Nyx assassin is hunting him. So this means he's not going to get caught by that Carapace on the Flame Guard as much.
Oof.
But no Tide, they want to fight. They have to be careful. Tide can buy back here.
Yeah, no buyback for Tide. Play hard, trying to find a way up. Maybe a stair on the right.
Oh,
Walking up
Sunstrike
the
misses.
stair.
They're
Nobody
trying to
there.
scout with Sunstrike, yeah.
There is a sentry ward.
No, back off. They'll play it safe. I don't blame them. Late game, they get pretty scary. Like, Spirit Breaker's building a refresher. He's got the spider legs, so he's got some pretty insane movement speed with these charges. I
What about
like
the late
TNC's
game of
draft
Team
late
Boom?
game, yeah. Boom, you know, Razor's not one of these heroes known to, like, scale super late game. It's better than it used to be with this, like, refresher build. But, like, you know, look at Razor's items, and you don't think, oh, yeah, this is a late game carry, you know? There's no, like, Butterfly, Daedalus, Satanic type items. They're just not Razor items. This is how you build Razor with... You play around your double, having 2 BKBs, 2 ultimates, so you're more of like this spellcaster carry in terms of you rely on your spells.
Bro, but we got the Fireman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've seen Yopaj with the Ag Scepter. And he's got Ag's Kaya Sanj now.
Yeah, let's see. If they can take the core heroes out first, then it would be cool. Red King is the target. The first life gone real fast, but hey, Yopaj takes a lot of damage as well. He was hit too. And is Yopaj down with no buyback? The rest of Team Boom Esports need to start about thinking about retreating. Young God, however, being brought down by Tino, and Tino just destroyed the backline of Team TNC. Yep. He slashed one off. Oh, Young God also got no buyback. All right.
Yeah, Young God. That Razor. At this point, Razor, he can carry just fine. As we just saw, he runs in, uses his first life to kill the Wraith King, his first BKB to kill the Wraith King once, uses his second one to kill him a second time, and it's easy pickings.
And then that's the perfect opportunity for Team Boom Esports to get into the Roshan pit. That's nothing Team TNC could do about that. Creep pushing their base, lost 2 core heroes, and then...
Oh. And that means Razor gets a free Aghanim Scepter, I believe, here. Yeah. So that's going to give him that building, hitting.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah, that's the... I can see that 4.4k goal of Razor just now was prepared to get an Aghanim Scepter. That means he saved 4.4k.
Yep.
Man, it's awesome. It's even safer than the Japanese housewife. 28-31 game score. And I go in. Oops. It's disconnected from Red King. Whoa. In a crucial time.
Oh boy. Tense late game Dota here.
So, classic questions. Who do you think
Who do
winning
I
this
think?
one?
Well, that's a tough one. Give
It's
me
a
all
tough
these.
one, right? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You know, based on last game, I feel like I have to say Boom. Late game, they made the better team fight decisions. They also have Aegis and Yopaj, Ember Spirit. He's been dying a bit. He's died 6 times this game, but I got to feel like there's going to be a fight where he just pops off with the Aghanim Scepter, and if he gets there, the Refresher as well. Having double BKB for him will be really nice. So we've seen TNC struggle a little into the BKBs. Although, I mean, theoretically, they can beat BKBs. They've got Nether Strike, Wraith King physical damage, Invoker with Alacrity and his physical damage, Sunstrikes. So it's definitely possible for TNC, but I think it's much more difficult for them. I mean, down 4 racks. You know, I'll play it safe. I think Boom's going to win. You know, they're up 4 racks.
Yep.
But let's see what Dota says. Boom 74% on the win probability. So that sounds, you know, I would say maybe 65-70% Boom favored right now. But even down 4 racks, TNC still sitting at 26%. That is testament to how good of a position they're in.
Oof. My goodness. All right. It's reconnected to the game.
Yep.
I think before we continue, I think I need to I feel not well just now that I talked about the saving thing, because I'm trying to say that when the Japanese Half-Life are really good at buying the discount stuff when they go to shoppings and stuff. Yeah, so I try to clarify on that. Don't mean to any sort of, you know, that.
Oh, here we
All
go
right.
with Boom. They're smoked up. They want to win. They want to end this game now with Aegis.
All right. 28-31 game score, and they just gonna go and try to end this game fast. And here we go with the high fire remnants here and there. Yopaj turn the BKB and slash one down. His play has gone. It need 2 buyback for Team TNC. Just defense on this space, and the Red King. Oh my goodness.
They're holding.
And
They're
Chao Yu
defending.
will get a double kill. Yeah. Razor needs to just falling back a little bit. 30-33 game score. They still manage to defend the base. But maybe it's this time around that Boom have to retreat once again. But it's still, oh man,
Here
the
comes
whole
the truck.
parade of Team TNC pushing out to the triangle, trying to force them back into the river. It's running away. He turned the BKB, but they have to turn them back on in. Young God goes in and start chopping on that Razor, but see how strong Razor is. He just need to just run away. Young God not looking good. Oh my goodness. Oof. I sweat. I use a lot of energy casting on this one, and yeah, the fight is not even over just yet. Fire Remnants on the high ground. Young God go down, not yet. But he still has their
turn and
inclination.
fight?
I think they're
No.
gonna reset the fight
Maybe
once again.
Buyback? They want to fight this one.
They go for it, and
He's got
Young
no
God
mana.
slashing on it. Young God. Now he stayed without a buyback. This is not good for Team TNC Esports. Boom is just gonna push in.
What's Young God thinking? He used up all his mana, and his last Wraithfire Blast put him below Reincarnation. So I think they, as a team, they thought they could fight with the Reincarnation, but he ends up throwing away his life, and that could cost them the game.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is actually costing the game because they have no buyback. 3 of them. Boom Esports is just gonna push in and destroy Team TNC hard. What a series we experienced here. A 30-38 game score. 44 minutes in. The throne being attacked. Only 2 defenders left. They have to come out the base, maybe using it all. It's the fortification is already out. And then Invoker, Tornado, EMP, everything, every single spell that you can imagine of just to just defense on this. 2 defenders only, but Chao Yu and the throne is being destroyed. It's Boom Esports victory in the hard-fought match.
Woo. You know, it's tough. It's a bit heartbreaking for TNC. They played their best Dota all season, and as the panel said, this series TNC say we can play like a Division 1 team. Up until this series, I think there'd been some question marks and people kind of, looking at TNC saying, okay, they're in Division 1 because the org had the slot, but it was a totally new roster. And it almost felt like they maybe didn't deserve to be there. They showed that they have what it takes to compete with the Division 1 teams, even though they get 0-2. As for Boom, yeah, they're going to be relieved.
Oof. Wow, that's it. What a game! What a game! Oh. What a series we have here, and
fun series.
I kind of impressed with the performance of the TNC Esports. Having such a great game, and the 31-38 game score. They have nothing to be regret about. TNC Predator, even though they are at the last spot, but they have shown that they got potential to be on the top of the division. I mean, if the team keeps stick together and keep improving.
Yep.
Oof.
I hope that's what we get from TNC. As for Boom, they're 5-0 now. They're top of the SEA leaderboards, and they're playing good Dota, but maybe going to have to feel a little bit concerned by how close this was, although that mostly came down to TNC.
Yeah, it was for me. I think it's just a small mistake, and it's the experience of the Boom Esports player. TNC, if they get a little bit more time together, surely they can just fight better than this. And I can't wait to just root them for the future matches.
Yeah. Well, that does it for this series. We've got another series coming up next, guys, so stick around. We're going to have a quick break and then come back with more SCA DPC. Thank you, Xyclopz. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you.